Hello there, Artless here, and welcome to yet another deep dive into the world of Extreme Cheapskates. Yep, that's right, I found another episode of my favourite TLC show. This time it's a couple, so you know it's gonna be worse. Let us go. Feel free to get a beverage and settle down. I've got a Monster Ultra Zero for this occasion. Another of the greats. Okay, let's go.
We're different from other couples
starting
because
off
we
a
do
bit
things that others
saucy.
don't.
What's gonna happen? I'm intrigued. I always wonder in these types of shows when they show like the actual people having a shower or going to the toilet or something. Isn't that awkward? Like, what's the protocol for that? Are they actually wearing swimming costumes or something? I need to know.
When we do our showers together, it's strictly 2 minutes. There's no hanky-panky at all.
Boring.
A 2-for-1 type deal. We just get in and out so that we conserve our energy, our money.
26-year-old Carissa.
I don't like how they're showing us the feet. That wasn't necessary. TLC, you've just outed your cameraman as a foot fetishist. Nothing wrong with that. Do what you want in your free time, but I don't want to see it on my screens. Yucky. Also, when he had to pan down to that, would have gotten a bit of an eyeful, no? Alright. Anyway, I'm excited to see how they're going to save money.
Alright, hon, I'm ready for some suds.
Rick uses the suds from my hair on his hair.
Two things. One, the word suds is horrific, horrendous, I hate it, it's annoying. Secondly, so you're just putting her dirt and oil onto your head. How's that gonna clean it all? Come on, like one little extra bit, you've got like no hair. I don't see how that's saving money. Oh, if you haven't seen my other Extreme Cheapskates video, I do get a bit harsh occasionally because some of this stuff is just straight up unnecessary. Like, I have all the respect in the world for people who want to be frugal, who want to cut costs. I like to cut a good cost now and again, but some of this stuff is just counterproductive, I feel.
We actually share the razor. First, she'll shave under her armpits, and I'll actually shave my face.
I mean, come on. So you're sharing the razor, so it's going to get blunt twice as fast. You could have a razor each, they would each last double the time, and you wouldn't be putting her pits on your face. No? Am I insane? Is that not a much more effective way of doing it? Just having one each that lasts ages? They come in a pack of like 10.
We probably save like $200 at least in razors because one packet of razors is like $25.
No, it's not. You can buy cheap disposable razors for so much less than that. There's no way they're $25. I know they're not $25. Girl, go to Costco. Bulk buy your stuff at Costco. No?
Just use that side on you each ear.
Look at those robes. You could just stand there in your towels, but instead you've gone out and bought robes. I don't wear robes. People who wear robes to dry off confuse me. I spoke about this in my towel review video a couple of weeks ago. It's insanity. You've lost the plot, mate. You've lost the plot.
And
You
we're
don't
only allowed
share
one
the
wipe per
deodorant.
armpit, and so
This is
when
the
we do
exact
that,
same thing, just have one each and use a wipe.
we share our toothbrush so we don't have to buy another toothbrush.
It's the same thing. That's so gross. I would not share a toothbrush. I know that like kids these days put genitals in their mouths, but they won't share a toothbrush. Do you know how much bacteria is in a toothbrush? It's going in all your teeth.
We're so cheap that we share our tooth floss.
What they need to do, in my last TLC video, the girl used her hair as floss. Why don't they just do that? Save a bit of moolah. I wonder if they've changed their ways because of COVID. I'd be very interested to know that. That is just blood it inside. I feel like I'm going in circles. Give me something new, guys. Give me something else. Come on.
Are really competitive when it comes to being cheap. This
That's
is
a bit
where
intense.
I keep all my
To be
snacks.
fair though, if I was married to a snacker, I'd probably consider doing the same. I probably wouldn't do it, but I'd consider it. I'd consider locking my snacks away.
She hides the key from me so I can never actually get in there.
Always on my person.
Keeping
you
it with
spend
you
a
all
lot
the
of
time
money
is
and
a bit
time
intense,
and
though,
research
isn't it?
getting a snack at a good deal. So when he eats them, that's like taking money out of my wallet. So I have to protect my snacks. This way they last longer and it's a security system for my treats.
Can I have one?
I guess, but that means that you owe me 15 cents.
Like his expression.
But that means that you owe me 15 cents.
15 cents for one chip. The inflation rate, girl, that's insane.
I kind of feel like I've created a monster, to be honest. I mean, now he's got me tracking how much times I flush the toilet.
If the person I'm with, I would like to have some concept of finances and saving. You don't want to be with someone who's going to spend all their money on rubbish and not prepare for emergencies. Always have money in the bank. Two things my maths teacher told me back in the day. Favorite subject, maths. He said, do never get credit cards. Never get a credit card. They're a scam. Secondly, never buy something if you can't afford to buy it twice. Obviously, it doesn't mean like houses. Don't buy that laptop unless you can afford to buy it twice, unless you really need it. Don't buy those shoes unless you can afford to buy it twice. If you have $200, you only really have 100. And maybe that's why I like Extreme Cheapskates so much, because I love the idea of saving money. I'm quite responsible with money, I think.
Well, every time we flush a toilet, we have to put a tally mark. Whoever flushes the toilet more owes extra on the electric and the
Bet
water.
that pen is dirty as hell. Go wash your hands now. I don't get people who wash their hands and then flush. That's gross as heck. Like, I'm sorry, that's weird. Also, okay, here's a bit of a germ rant. You know when you go into the cubicles in public toilets and you're like really careful to like use toilet paper to like press the flush button? Then you go and touch the door. The door lock is exactly as dirty as the flush. Use something like toilet paper or tissue or something to open that door as well. You do not want to be touching that lock, honey. Okay? Thank you.
It's fair. You know, if one person's using more than the other, then that person should pay.
So we're gonna divvy up.
That's an intense way to put it. That person should pay. Don't flush it every time though. I know a lot of people who don't flush after wheeze. It's good for the environment.
We decided to arrange our funeral now because that way we'll avoid all of the inflation. Statistically, men die before women, and I don't want Rick to die and me be stuck with a huge funeral bill. I can get it now at half the cost.
That's actually very true. That is actually very smart. I agree with that. Once again, I'm fine with this. Let's see how they're gonna do it. I'm intrigued. They've got such a nice car for cheapskates, and they've got air freshener. I haven't got an air freshener in my car. How'd they afford such? Oh, I guess if you're saving all that money, you can afford a nice car. But
We're basically looking for the cheapest deal that we can possibly get. I mean, we're gonna be dead, so might as well, right?
I love that attitude. What am I gonna do about my funeral? Should I be planning that now? Like, imagine the inflation costs in 60 years. Do you know what I'd really like for when I'm dead? Like, if I die soon, keep this in mind. Hopefully I don't die soon though. I'm kind of interested in the idea of getting cremated, mixed with glitter and like that plastic confetti stuff that goes on like Christmas cards and stuff, and then like sprinkled into envelopes. Like, you know when your grandma sends you a birthday card and you open it and all that confetti stuff comes out with like happy birthday and like glitter and stuff? I want that to be where my ashes go. I want my family to sprinkle me in birthday cards. Always in their minds. Living in their carpet. Rent-free. I love that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my will. Date night with Bae, going to the funeral home, let's buy our coffin. That's so metal. You wanna put a lock on a bridge? You wanna get matching complimentary tattoos? No, let's plan our funeral. Let's buy our coffin. Hey, you can get pretty colors.
I think they're a very cheap couple.
Man, okay. You know what? If they're happy, they're having fun, they're enjoying what they're doing, and they're bonding together through the experience of being cheapskates, then hey, they're gonna have so much in the bank, they can probably afford like banging holidays and cool cars. And that's more than I can say for myself right now. Who are we to cast a bad eye? I hope they're well. I hope in the COVID times they've been a bit more germ safe. Hey, if you enjoyed my commentary on this video, feel free to give me a like and a subscribe. It's free. You can change your mind at any point, and it really does make my day. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this episode, what you do to save money, and any suggestions you have for videos you'd like to see from me, because I love getting ideas. But that is all. I've been Artless, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.